Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Cast. Welcome back to another episode of Haikyuu. This time we are on Season 1, Episode 12. In the last episode, we had a bit of a sneak peek at Nakoma High School. We had Hinata actually run into one of the Nakoma players, Kenma, who is the setter for Nakoma. Kenma recognized Hinata based on the t-shirt that he was wearing, but Hinata had no idea who Kenma was, at least not when he was talking to him. I just get this feeling that Kenma is going to be an absolute menace on the court. Despite the timid personality, I know that there is a monster that lurks underneath there, whether that is from his big brain plays, because he was mentioned to be the heart and the brain of the team, which is pretty interesting, assigning the most vital organs to the setter, but I guess that's not necessarily unlike Karasuno either, with Kageyama being very much the brain and the strategy, and being able to do so much that someone like Suga can't do. And speaking of Suga, we also had the meeting with Coach Ukai and Suga, where they talked a little bit and they leveled with one another. Suga basically said that even though that this is my final year and I do want to play and I do want to stand on the same court as some of my fellow teammates like Daichi and Asahi, ultimately I do want to win and I want you to take the decisions necessary so that we do win. And because of that, Kageyama was picked as the setter to start on the match versus Nakoma, which we are now about to get into. They had a bit of a run-in at the end of the episode. They had a standoff. It kind of looks like that they were going to fight, but I don't think that's going to happen. But this match is actually going to be really exciting, considering it is the primary reason why Coach Ukai even came back in the first place, considering Karasuno and Nakoma have not played each other in a really long time. I don't know what's going to happen, but I made my prediction last episode that Karasuno would end up losing. It kind of makes me sound like a hater because I predicted they would lose against Seijo as well. I'm just expecting them to lose eventually, so I want to be right and actually call it. I swear, if they actually win this match versus Nakoma, and then the next game they play, I say that, you know what, they're gonna win. Karasuno's gonna win this next time, and then they lose? Yeah, no, I basically have to root against them, or predict that they'll lose until they actually do, so I don't get it all wrong. Anyways, let's get straight into it. If you would like to check out my reactions to the next episodes right now, they are over on my Patreon. Episode 13 is available on the Soul tier, and episodes past that, shown right here, are available on the Ascended tier. Those reactions are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each and every video. And of course, you can go follow me on all my socials, such as my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Twitch. The links, of course, are in the description. Alright, let's see how this match goes. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of backstory. Oh, is this the former Nekomata coach as well? This famous battle at the garbage dump. Wonder if we're ever gonna see that again. Nice. Gotcha. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, but that just means that we're gonna get that happening at some point. The garbage dump for both teams. Alright. Wow, they're really building this up as like a long-standing rivalry. Now he realizes. Alright, let's do it. This is gonna be our first battle at the garbage dump. The first of many, hopefully. Because even though I haven't met Nakoma very much yet, I already like them a lot. I mean, I've only met Kenma and Kuro, and I haven't really even met them properly, but I definitely see a lot of potential in their characters. I'm really also interested to see their team dynamic and what they bring that's like special to their team, what signifies them uniquely, puts them apart from the rest, basically. Episode 12, the Neko Karasu Reunion. Took you long enough, Hinata. Maybe he was trying to read you, get some info early. He seems kind of like that type of guy, maybe. This is the Tanaka of this team, for sure. Yep, there he is. They're actually the same person. You tell that shitty boy. Wow, they have like parallel teams? Is that what they're getting at? Like these are both the Sugas. Oh, yeah. Yep, I see it already. Where's the Noya? Where's the Noya of the team? I mean, I already love Tanaka, so the fact that we get 2, immediately second favorite team. Hello? Well, this is actually really interesting, considering the fact that they all seem to be so alike. Except for Kageyama and Kenma. At least outwardly. And then the team, yeah, the coaches, it's all just matching up. I have a lot of thoughts on that. That's really interesting. I'm just running through that in my head. I wonder who Hinata's counterpart is, or if there is one. Alright, let's do it. I don't know. Especially if they operate similarly. That just means they could get countered easier, right? Absolutely. Just do your best. Alright. Oh yeah, actually, somebody mentioned that. I'll talk about that in a second. So apparently in one of my previous reactions, I made some sort of analogy about the teamwork being sort of like the body parts and how everything is like the arteries flowing to the center, how basically every member of the team operates their own individual task, individual function, and somebody in the comments had said something like that. It was similar to Nekoma's captain, which I guess that was like kind of a minor spoiler, but I mean, it doesn't really spoil anything except that he thinks that way, which really kind of only intrigues me more to his character. But yeah, I just wanted to note that. I think that's pretty interesting. This is like a warm-up battle of the garbage dump. All right. I mean, normally the cat beats the bird, doesn't it? Crows are pretty smart. But yeah, I find it so interesting that they're all so similar except for Kenma and Kageyama. Well, I don't know. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. He's using manipulation. He's trying to get you to underestimate him. Or he really just does sell himself that short, maybe. There it is. Yep. The reactions never get old. I fear the day that somebody isn't shocked at that. But this does raise some concerns, especially regarding Kenma. I believe last episode I said something like, if Kenma really is the brains they build him up as, there could be a counter to that play for him. I don't know. Seems a little bit, going a little bit too well so far. Yeah, I mean, if they can adapt, it's gonna be over maybe. I mean, they've been saying Nekoma has a really strong defense. So if they can figure them out, man, it might be trouble. I see. So far so good, but the cat's eyes are watching, man. He's learning. He's thinking. He is. He's got to adapt around it. Ooh, and he pans over to him. Right. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I mean, so what are you gonna do? Have somebody just like focus on him specifically? Always block Hinata no matter what? Yeah, yeah, for sure. I like it. I love this. It's like the battle of the brains.
商用の動く範囲を狭くしちゃえばいいよ。見た感じ商用はただ単にブロックのいないところに突っ込んでいくんだ。だからブロックを片方に寄せれば反対側に動く。
Always have somebody in front of him no matter what.
あいつ確かにあんな攻撃最初に見たときは誰でもびっくりするんだと。
But wouldn't that be also weakening your defense from other spikes?
ゲームでも繰り返すうちに慣れるんだよ。
Sure. It's definitely a start, a good start. Oh? Oh wow. Nice, he kind of like faked him out a little bit. That was clever. I wonder what Kageyama's gonna do to counter for this, or to make up for this. Alright, let's see it. Nice. Teaching him mid-game, huh? Yeah, we haven't really seen that since like episode 2, right? Kageyama actually do a spike? I don't believe so. Okay, yeah. I like that, a little bit of Suki focus. But Kenma's picking everybody apart. Yeah, he's adapting in real time. This is really cool. Yeah, I was just thinking something along those lines, except I wonder how much it takes from it as well, though. You know, one initial thought I actually had about Kenma was the fact that he is so good at analyzing people. I thought that might actually be a little bit contrary to what I might expect of somebody that is more socially introverted. Whenever you don't spend that much time around people, it can become harder to actually recognize and analyze people, kind of like the way he's doing. But you can tell he has that level of intelligence, and I think it's also supplemented by the fact that he is on a team of very extroverted people that communicate with him and rely on him quite a lot. I think it actually helped him learn and being able to pick apart other people, especially because, as I've pointed out so far this episode, Harasuno and Nakoma have very similar personalities. A lot of the players do. They have almost their counterparts. And being intelligent and being socially aware is one thing, but it's a whole nother level of skilled whenever you're able to think so incredibly quickly, especially while you're mid-game, to be able to adapt on the fly to the other team and what they're doing. He was able to not only make the correct decision on where to set the next ball, but he was also able to like do a feint, like do a fake glance as if he was gonna go to the right, but then actually go to the left. It's a lot of physical, mental, and, you know, all the raw skill it must take to actually set properly as well. You know, like I said, I can't comment too much on the technical aspects of volleyball because I'm still learning it. I'm still learning what actually is the hard and easy things to do in the game. Like, I have no idea if his sets, like being able to set as well as he is, I don't know where that falls on the skill. I don't know if he did anything special, but the point is he's able to multitask so much with both mental and physical things that it's truly impressive. And it's really cool because so far he actually hasn't done a lot. Like, we saw him do the one set, but other than that, it looks like he's mostly relying on his other team. They're so good at defense that he almost gets time to sit back and think. He gets the luxury of having the freedom to spend the time to analyze and to be able to focus on that. He relies on his team to be able to buy him that time. Well, this is just an assumption. I don't know if this is what's actually happening, but it appears that he's relying on his team to buy him that time in order to make the right calls and learn and communicate with others. And I think that's really cool. He's changed his hair color too. Sure.
目立たないために神経を尖らせた。遊び相手は年も家も近い黒だけ。
Nice, so they're like lifelong friends.
バレーボールは昔から触ってた。中学は黒に言われてなんとなくバレー部に入った。
Can you imagine what a monster he's gonna be whenever he actually finds exactly what it is he likes? I feel like he's Kageyama with some chains around his ankles almost. He's got a lot of burden holding him down, it seems. A lot of burden he's placed on himself.
お前は鋭い観察眼を持ってるし、指示だって的確だ。今の 1,2 年はお前の凄さを分かっている。お前は絶対にチームを強くする。
It's really awesome that he has a friend like Kuro to tell him stuff like that. I mean, imagine where he'd be without anything like that. He was just truly on his own.
すごい感じがビシビシ伝わってくるけど、猫場のセッター君は何かすごいことをやってるのかもしれないけど、見ててもよくわからない。
それはあの安定したレシーブのせいだ。多彩な攻撃を仕掛けるために何より重要なのはセッターの頭上に綺麗に返ってくるあのレシーブだ。あのレシーブがあるから向こうのセッターは本領を発揮できてるんだ。
Yeah, that's basically what I was getting at.
圧倒的才能でデコボコのチームをつなぐのがカラスのなら、セッターであるコズメを全員のレシーブ力で支えるのがネコマ。
I see. So they do have a bit of a different dynamic than Karasuno, despite that. Gotcha. The body does the work so the mind can think. This might be where things start turning around. I like it. It's like a slow, gradual process. Like blood flowing, you know? It's like momentum. You build it slowly, and then it gets hard to stop. Yeah, he doesn't have too much flexibility. Especially when he keeps his eyes closed like that. Yep. Alright, here we are. Here's the wall. Uh-oh. That's not good. Absolutely. Alright, this is what I was talking about last episode with mentality of loss. How are you going to adapt to it? Are you going to get discouraged? Probably not Hinata, but... And this guy is always watching. He's always going to try and figure you out. He's got to learn. Sure. This is an experience that needs to happen at some point.
中学最初で最後の試合で完全にシャットアウトされて、高校でも月島の高さに全然勝てなくて、それでもやっと手に入れた自分よりずっとでかい相手と戦う方法。日向にとって唯一で最強の攻撃。それがたった一人のブロッカーに止められた。
It's all it takes sometimes is a single thing. Not him, right? Oh. Are you good, man? Kind of scary. Boy got that Ted Bundy in him. You're seeing your way around it. Yeah. Okay, that's about the best way you could take it, you know? I think going through that whole thing with Asahi really also gave a lot of perspective to him. But some things you just have to learn with experience. Oh, he has his eyes open. He's actually looking. Oh. Okay.
今までボールは完全に影山に任せてひたすらフルスイングだったのに。
Did he just get something? Ukai figured it out? That's okay. I don't think he's gonna be mad.
何焦ってんだ
Yeah, he thinks he's gonna be mad, but he's not. It's actually good development. Yeah, give him a little bit more time to be able to hit it correctly. Yeah, Kageyama's that skilled. He can do it. Give him that extra half second to think. I mean, it's the first time it's gonna happen.
今まで全然考えないで打ってたから、いざ自分で合わそうとするとわかんねえ。
So here's the thing, right? Even if they don't end up winning this, this is a fantastic avenue for development. You having a good time, Asahi? Look like you are, that's good. This is your first match back. Oh, they're so cool, man. Right, of course. Yup. Pretty much. Was he really not good at first or something? He struggled a lot too. He's following a very similar path then. Ricochet. Interesting. What if that's a new strategy we'll see at some point? That's pretty cool. He's gonna land it. Yup. There it is. Well, that was really cool too. That looked actually not easy to pull off. Oh damn. It was cool. All right. Ah, damn, it's over. That was cool. That episode flew by. That was really fun. I can't believe that episode flew by so fast. I apologize for actually not pausing to talk more. I think I talked over the episode. Of course, I'm still reading and paying plenty of attention, but there was so much happening that I just didn't want to stop. I didn't want to disrupt the flow of it. That was really fun, and it is a good thing because the match doesn't seem to be over yet. I mean, we get more next episode. I wasn't really expecting that. I was thinking it would probably last only one episode, but that's probably my fault for assuming that. I mean, I just always think back to Dragon Ball Z and how one fight can take like 25 episodes easily, so it would be wrong of me to assume otherwise for Haikyuu. And of course, I don't mind that at all either. I think the more we get on the players, the more real-time thinking and talking and communication and lessons that we get, the more backstories we get. I mean, honestly, the more the better. What I'm going into this anime for, I mean, while it is cool to watch the action scenes and see them compete and all of that, see volleyball and whatnot, that's not why I'm watching the show. What really is hooking me into the show is the characters, the way they think about things, the way they adapt to things. It is fun, the fact that it is a competitive sport, which is something I have a lot of personal experience with. So it's interesting to give my thoughts on something because it's not really a genre of anime I watch very much. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying so far what we get from Nekoma. I don't want to say for sure yet, but I think I definitely like them more than Seijo, and mostly because we only really saw two players from Seijo, and one of them was Kendaichi, who had his own issues. While he is a cool character, I didn't really click with him in that way. Oikawa was cool, but again, we didn't actually get that much of him yet. Although I know if anybody in the comments has been praised to death, it is Oikawa. So you guys have set up pretty high expectations for Oikawa for me. So I'm definitely wanting to see more of him, but for now, I'm just looking forward to getting more of Nekoma. If you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like on this video, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care, everybody.